Number one, a good grasp of the facts. Number two, self-confidence. Number three, delivery. Those are the three things that go together, just like you get in a conversation. Know what you're talking about, know the facts, know the solutions, and present it very well. Self-confidence is huge, particularly with these kids. You can see the difference between the first years, the freshmen and the seniors. Although I had my first pair this morning, was first timers and they were fantastic. But they worked as a team. They had all the facts. They anticipated my questions. I didn't have to ask the questions at all. They added additional information that I hadn't thought about, frankly, and had a great wrap-up. And that's what you look for.
The first thing that I would look for in a good competitor is someone who has confidence in their answers. They don't get flustered. When you ask them a question, they can think through it logically and give you an answer that actually makes sense and goes with the topic that the situation is asking for.
Did you do Deca in high school?
Yes, I did, and it was a great experience to just get used to talking to people across the table, especially later on in life when you're looking at interviewing with potential companies for jobs. It's a great thing to look back at and just remember how just be ready for the questions and kind of think ahead about what they might be asking you questions. So it was a great learning opportunity to be able to look back on later in life and use what you learned back in high school.
Well, I think DECA is a great organization because it puts kids in scenarios that they're going to encounter in the real world. I like the interaction with the teams. That's very much what you see in the working environment, is working together. I think the critical thinking that is involved in some of these role plays is important. Being successful at DECA, I think, is a real good combination of being prepared, understanding what you're talking about, and also knowing how to deliver that message. That's life. That's understanding the facts and delivering it in a way that can be effective for other people.
Basically, what I'm looking for is confidence, knowledge, a show of respect. Like, they know what they're talking about. They know what they want. They know how to talk to somebody who would be a superior to them or a boss. Because in the real world, that's what you're gonna have to do. You have to impress your bosses. So they have to be able to talk to somebody in an uncomfortable situation comfortably. Overall, DECA helps kids in every facet of life because it doesn't matter what you go into, you're going to have to interview. When you're interviewing, you're going to be talking to somebody that you don't know. And they're going to be asking you questions that are going to make you uncomfortable. You're not going to know the answers to. You're going to have to think about it, and you have to come up with something on the spot. You get that here at DECA, especially with the role plays. They're going to be tough questions that you're going to have to be asked, and you have to come up with a good answer. And you only have a limited amount of time to come up with the answer to those questions. So, and that's what you're graded on. So it gives you a good opportunity in a non-pressure situation to practice.